Hey guys, it's Luca. I'm gonna record another vintage cube single Elim. I won this one. This is probably the best deck I've drafted yet. So, first pick, I was really just considering Hull Breacher and Fable here. None of the other cards I think are better. Uro's pretty good, but I don't know. Lately I've found it's pretty hard to end up in blue green. It seems like you either have a blue deck or a green deck, but it's unlikely you have like a heavily blue and green deck because you need blue, blue, green, green for Uro. So I picked Fable here. I think Fable is slightly better. I didn't consider Seasoned Engineer. I don't know how good that card is, but I feel like Fable's probably better. And I also think Fable's a little bit better than Hull Reacher. Fable also just allows you, in general, like looting is really good in a cube format where you have lots of one-ofs and lots of random combo cards that could be useless. And it can help fix in corner cases because of the treasures. Yeah, this pack looks pretty bad. Yeah, I thought Mana Tithe is the best card in the pack. I'll just, if there's no clear direction, why not just pick the best card in the pack? Prismatic Ending, you could argue, but I think Mana Tithe is better. So I just picked Mana Tithe, but heck is horrendous. And I cannot believe my eyes. Wow. Third pick, Time Vault. I think it's better than Chain of Smog by a lot. The thing is, Time Vault's a combo, but it's all colorless, which is a huge deal. And it's like a lot harder to interact with Time Vault than it is to interact with the other combo. And the other combo, you have to make yourself discard 2 cards. You have to basically mind twist yourself first, and then they can play the interaction spell. So yeah, picking a Time Vault early feels really good. Here, I'm just happy to get a Taiga. I think I picked dual lands very highly. Another choice would be like Witch Enchanter. Witch Enchanter seems pretty good, but I think picking duels highly is good. Because then moving on, every fetch land is better, every Orcish Lumberjack is better, every cycling, like mountain cycling card is better, forest cycling card is better, etc., etc. In this pack, maybe Arena of Glory is actually, I don't tend to pick it very highly, but maybe Arena of Glory is kind of better than Azeka's Chariot, but I'm a huge fan of Azeka's Chariot. I've been having a lot of success drafting lots of 4-drops. It seems like playing a powerful 4-drop is a good path to victory here. Yeah, Inti is a really good card because you could start to pick lots of cards that loot. I mean, it already works well with Fable. I picked the Jetmir's Garden here. I think it's not a bad pick. It's just like a safer pick. That I do think, and Battle Prime does end up tabling. That card tends to be like a last pick. At least based on my last few drafts. You tend to always get the Battle Prime last. People don't seem to value very highly. Just me. Okay. Gut. I think Gut is really broken. I think it's like clearly better than all the other cards in this pack. Gut's really nice with Fable too, because Fable makes treasure tokens. Anything that makes treasure tokens is really good with Gut. I mean, there's some other good cards in the pack, but I mean, Gut to me is like almost a first pickable card. Making a 4/1 menace effectively haste, and then the next turn you can make another one. The amount of reach Gut gives you, it's just phenomenal. Like I think Gut's better than Layla, for example. And yeah, I think Badger Mole Cub is probably really, really good. So this is my first time playing with Badger Mole Cub, and I was impressed. I didn't really even know exactly what the card did. I thought for a second it added a mana of any color. It only adds green mana. But, just really good in general. Because it's kind of like a 2-for-1, kind of. Your land taps for twice as much, or if you have a fetch land, you get an extra land. Here, you know, you know me, Thornspire Verge. Give me the fixing. Unless it's a really good card, I'll take good fixing. Because usually at the end of the draft, you're not cutting fixing, and you are cutting playables from your deck. Fanatic of Veronis, I think, is a really good card. You could argue, like the other two, Zerda or Prismatic Ending. Prismatic Ending is a really good removal, but Fanatic of Veronis seems to go well with the Badger Mole Cub and Azeka's Chariot. And with Fable, there's some minor synergies. You can discard it to Fable and then reanimate it. Here, yeah, I'm in the right colors. Green, red is open. I think Ice Till is probably the pick. I was torn between Ice Till and Yavimaya and Ren, I guess. I think you can make an argument for any of those cards, but Ice Till does seem to be quite broken in Cube. There's lots of ways to go over the top of that. Yeah, and I get the Guy's Cradle tabled. So that's the benefit of being, but I mean, I just got lucky. Yeah, sure, we'll take one of these lands. I didn't really know which one to take. I'm not sure. Oh, Enlightened Tutor. Enlightened Tutor. Enlightened Tutor. Wow. And that Enlightened Tutor ended up being really good. Yeah, because you're playing Time Vault, so you definitely want the Enlightened Tutor. Maybe the Manamorphose would have been better here. I didn't end up having... I got last pick for Claimer, and I opened Dark Depths. So, honestly, I value the Dark Depths higher than the One Ring, since I just got a last pick for Claimer. And I have Ice Till Explorer. But realistically, the Dark Depths should table. So I'm thinking, okay, this Dark Depth's gonna table. I'm gonna take the One Ring. Grim Monolith, I was thinking too, is like in theory should be good in a Time Vault deck because whatever you're getting to untap your Time Vault will probably also untap your Grim Monolith. But the same could be said for the One Ring. So whatever you're using to untap your Time Vault in your deck, you could use to untap your One Ring. So yeah, One Ring is just I think the best pick here. One Ring is best, yeah, at its best in green decks because you can accelerate it out fast. And green decks are kind of lacking in card draw. One Ring? Yeah, I mean, it's really between Dark Depths and the One Ring, but given that I'm not even guaranteed to hit the Thespian stage, the One Ring seems like the pick. Not really close, actually. Okay, here... Yeah, I think it's between Fury and Scalding Tarn. Fury generally is much better than Scalding Tarn, but what my deck is doing right now, I have Baloth Prime, Ice Till, Badger Mole, and this gets me my Triland, Taiga. I think Scalding Tarn is better in my deck than Fury, but it is pretty close. Here, Force of Vigor is a good sideboard card. Bone Crusher Giant, the way it's worked out for me lately, it's also kind of just a sideboard card. I'll side it in against decks where I really want to shock something. I end up getting the table, of course, so I end up getting both of these cards. But I think you can make an argument for either. Bone Crusher Giant, like if your deck is short on playables, you maybe rather have Bone Crusher Giant. It's always doing something relevant. Yeah, Manifold Key seems like the easy pick. So I have something to combine with my Time Vault. I can grab it with Enlightened Tutor. I don't want to mess around with it, potentially not tabling. I think here Malevolent Rumble is perfect. Combines well with Fanatic of Ronis, Ice Till Explorer. Can find either piece of the combo, Manifold Key, Time Vault. And I see Thespian Stage, and I'm like, yes, sweet. Now I just need to hope no one hate picks the Dark Depths. So easily grab the Thespian Stage. I did have to pass Bloodbraid, but that's not a big deal. Might even table. That ends up not tabling. Here, like, I think the Mike Spawn, assuming I get the Dark Depths, can find either path of the combo.
Rest in peace.
I have a bit too many 4-drops, though. I think 5 is too many 4-drops, probably. Mike Spawn can also, Cradle is usually a good target for Micro Spawn. A lot of turns where you can grab Cradle with Micro Spawn and it's like your Mike Spawn 0 mana or accelerates you. I think Horizon Canopy, given that the white splash is relevant, and given that I have Baloth Prime, Ice Till, Dark Dips, I'm like, yes! So that's perfect. I have Dark Depths, Thespian Stage, and I have Elvish Reclaimer and Sowing Mike Spawn. And also Ice Still is quite good with that combo because if they deal with the 2020, you can bring it back. You can try again with your Ice Still. I think here, like, you could maybe think about splashing Oko. I don't think even splashing Oko is better than playing Carnage Interpreter. I think Carnage Interpreter is a better card. But Bristly Bill is probably better if you're doing, like, landfall stuff. It's decent with Reclaimer. Decent with Ice Till. I was thinking about Trop, but I think Force of Vigor is better just to have that good sideboard card. And it's also very good against my deck, so in a single Elim draft, you take away the Force of Vigor from everyone else that could fuck with your Time Vault. So my deck is looking quite good. I have Manifold Key, Time Vault, E-Tutor to find it, and I have Dark Depths, Thespian Stage with Sowing Micro Spawn and Elvish Reclaimer to find it. I have really strong combos, so now I just find, better mana fixing and better, like, powerful cards to play. I don't think I would play any of these. The Boseiju seems fine. Although I can't even remember the last time I've activated Boseiju. Here, yeah, why not just, like, hate draft that? It seems like someone close to me might be in blue-green. Keen-Eye Curator is a good sideboard card, even though I forget to sideboard against the Reanimator deck. Whoops. Nissa, I think Nissa's really only good if you have, like, Yavimaya, so all your lands are forests, or if you have, like, some expensive X spells or Emrakul or something. So here, like, Library is a really, really good card, but I don't. So I'm thinking, do I want Library? Do I want Broadside Bombardiers? Do I want Voltaic Key? Do I want Crop Rotation? Do I want Prismatic Vista? Maybe I should have taken the Broadside Bombardiers. That might have been the best pick, but I ended up picking Voltaic Key, or maybe even Prismatic Vista. Because realistically, I actually don't want to be playing Crop Rotation in this deck, even though usually I think Crop Rotation is good if you have Dark Depths, Thespian Stage. In this particular deck, I just have so many good cards, and I already have 2 ways to find those lands that I don't think you want to play Crop Rotation. I don't think it's worth it. So, given that, maybe I should have picked Broadside Bombardiers. I did end up going with the Voltaic Key. You could maybe argue Broadside. Broadside's a really messed up card. Arid Mesa. There's like nothing else here that's as good as Arid Mesa. The fetch lands are really, really good in these types of decks, so you should pick them pretty highly. Here, there's a White Plume Adventurer, Sacred Foundry, Hex Drinker. I think I just want to make my deck consistent. I think Sacred Foundry is the pick. There might be some spots where I want to get a red white land. You know, like maybe I have Scalding Tarn in play and I need white mana, something like that. You could argue Hexdrinker is just a generally powerful card. But I don't know. I just prefer consistency. It's pretty rare that you don't have enough playables, but you can never have enough fixing, right? Although my deck makes a ton of mana, so the Hexdrinker is nice. But I think I take Sacred Foundry, Savannah, Questing Beast, Tatali. I think just grab the Savannah. Why not? My deck's super powerful. Let's just make it more consistent. I cannot believe that's a 5th pick Minskin That's crazy. I can't recall the last time I saw that card that late. So now I definitely have too many 4-drops, which means I probably won't play Baloth Prime. Also, I didn't realize it while I was drafting, but I'm not going to be playing Nissa in this deck. It's just not very good in my deck. Because it's got some synergies with Badger Mole, but what do you need all that mana for? What are you going to do with that mana? Namesake Goblin's completely messed up card. I am convinced. It's kind of like a Lotus Petal / Black Lotus. It's like somewhere in between Lotus Petal and Black Lotus. Probably closer to a Lotus Petal, but you also get a 2/2 in play. It's like Seething Song plus a creature. It's really, really messed up. It's a crazy card. Lumberjack is fantastic in my deck. Slam the Lumberjack. There's other cards here that be good in my deck too, like Titania, Llanowar Elves. But yeah, I'm like, yep, I guess Badger Mole means my Lumberjack makes 4 mana. And the land that I sack comes back. Potentially. Ignoble Hierarch seems great. Mana Dorks are great, especially if they give you Exalted and Color Fix. The black mana is not helping me, but oh, maybe yeah, I probably should take Library here. Man, that's a late Library. Or you could take Copperline Gorge as an option. Although again, fast lands are not as good as all these other lands that I'm playing. Crop Rotation in some matchups might be good. If they just absolutely cannot deal with the 2020, I'd probably side in Crop Rotation, but it doesn't seem necessary in my deck. That was kind of a tough pick for me. Maybe the Library is good too. Library just gives you so many free wins. So maybe I was supposed to take Library. But the better your deck is, the worse Library is. Because Library is more like a cheese card. If your deck's like curving out every turn, you don't really need Library. Yeah, Tireless Tracker seems good in this deck. Can kind of go off with Ice Still. And it's good with like Elvish Reclaimer and shit like that in the fetch lands. Shifting Woodland? I wonder if Shifting Woodland is good with Volcake. I didn't think about that. I'm like, fuck that. I'm yeah, and I Zeranor Baloth Prime. Always get these cards. It's funny. That's a good sideboard card too, Outland Liberator. Alright, so now it's time to build the deck. I think clearly you're running the combos and the tutors, but not all the tutors. I don't think Crop Rotation, because the thing is Crop Rotation is card disadvantage. Same with Enlighten Tutor, but that doesn't matter too much because if you Enlighten Tutor for Time Vault or Voltaic Key, you're just winning the game instantly. It doesn't matter if you lost the card. Yeah, and I think Bone Crusher is something you'd want to cut here. So you need to keep in mind that 2 of the lands are Dark Depths and Gaia's Cradle, so they don't really count as lands. So you probably want to play like 18 or 19 lands given that. So I have to cut at least one more card. I think Bone Crusher is the way to go. Bone Crusher, it's kind of like it's really good if you kill something with it, but there's gonna be matchups where you don't kill anything with it, and then it's just 3 mana 4/3. Not very exciting. So yeah, I just cut the Bone Crusher and then I add some lands. So this is my deck. 18 lands, double key, time vault, some mana dorks, one mana tithe. I think mana tithe is a really powerful card. Kind of card I'm willing to splash white for. Enlightened Tutor can find this combo, and maybe in some situations I may want to tutor for the One Ring. And then yeah, just more mana dorks. Basically, filling the curve out with decent 2 and 3 drops, and then I've got my other combo. Dark Depths, Thespian Stage. I think people underestimate this combo. I almost never play against Dark Depths, but I play it a lot. I think it's quite good, especially if you have ways like to me the idea of playing combo in Cube is not like, oh, I'm just gonna put this amazing combo in, because most of the time you're gonna draw a Time Vault and you're not gonna draw a Manifold Key, or you're gonna draw a Manifold Key and you're not gonna draw a Time Vault. So really, the deck building idea is, okay, what can I do with this if I don't have Time Vault? Okay, I can Enlighten Tutor for Time Vault. That's one thing. I can gut and sacrifice it to make a 4/1. That's another thing. I can use to untap my One Ring. That's another thing, right? So now all of a sudden these inconsistencies are getting smaller and smaller and smaller. Having multiple roles for your combo cards. Time Vault, I mean I can sack it to gut, but that's kind of the only thing, right? But that's it's acceptable for Time Vault because it's winning you instantly the game when you can combine it with other stuff. But that's what I think about when I play these cube decks. You know, let's think about the other combo, right? Thespian Stage. Okay, if I don't draw my Dark Depths, it's just a colorless land. That's not so bad. And sometimes you can even copy good stuff with it. Like you can copy your opponent's man land, or you can, if you need a certain colored source and they have it or you have it, right? So Thespian Stage, not a big deal. Dark Depths, really bad if you don't have Thespian Stage. So how can I use my Dark Depths? Okay, maybe I can sacrifice to a Reclaimer. Or if I have Yavimaya, then it becomes a forest and I can use it for mana. Or I don't know, maybe with Badger Mole I make it a 1/1, or like you want to think of the ways of what do you do when you draw only one part of the combo. Luckily here I have 2 ways to tutor up the other, so it's going to be pretty unlikely that I have Dark Depths and I don't have Thespian Stage or Reclaimer or Sowing Mecha Spawn in this particular deck. Okay, so let's get to the first round here. So this hand is fantastic. I have Lumberjack. Opponent starts on Tameo. I draw a Taiga. That's even better. But I mean, I would have still had the Sacred Foundry. Next turn, I can do lots of stuff. I can name Sticker Goblin into the One Ring. I can do all sorts of crazy stuff. Opponent has really good response to my turn 1 play. They Bitter Triumph, discarding Grave Titan. Attack, make it a clue token. Okay. I draw another land. I think, yeah, I can either play Voltaic or I can play this Bristly Bill, but I think it's pretty obvious to play the Bristly Bill. I think opponent reanimates here. Yep, persist. So they had quite a strong draw. Yeah, I mean my play's pretty obvious, I think. Like you just name Sticker into the One Ring. Hopefully you get 5 or more mana and you can, well actually you would need 6, right? You need 6 to untap the One Ring. But I think I do hit 6. Lucky boy. But, I mean, even if I hit 4, it would have been fine. I hit 6. Like a boss. So yeah, Namester Goblin is kind of like Black Lotus plus 2/2. Really messed up card. I'm surprised people don't pick it more highly. I do this now just in case he has Hull Breacher or so I did see a Hull Breacher or Orcish Bowmasters. He's in those colors. I think I played this game horribly. I just wasn't in the right mind space. So like here, the thing is like, should I block or not? I think I probably shouldn't block.
Again?
I don't know. It's kind of close. If I block, I force him to A, have the reanimation spell, and to spend his mana and spend his turn on doing that. I mean, next turn I'm going to draw a boatload of cards, and not a boatload, but I'm going to draw 4 cards looking for Time Vault. And I win the game on the spot, right? If I hit Time Vault. He probably knows I have Time Vault at this point.
Does he get Bringback's Persist?
Yeah, this is pretty scary too, because I'm gonna start taking lots of damage from my One Ring.
Okay.
And I end up punting this game. I should have won, but I fucking punted. Yeah, here there's not you definitely want to draw first. Try to get that Time Vault. I have another chance at trying to get Time Vault. I can Malevolent Rumble. I think that's the right thing to do. Because you just have like a 1 in 6 chance of instantly winning the game. And at even at the worst case scenario, you get a spawn token that can block and sack for a mana to untap your Voltiki.
I think I'd take a chance first.
I think this is the right play here.
Time Vault.
Unfortunately, I do not hit my Time Vault. Yeah, and I think I made the right choice. I took the Cradle here. There's not really a reason to take anything else. And I played Badger Mole.
Yeah.
And pass. The problem, so really my mistake here is I have the choice. So he's attacking me for 6 plus 12. He's attacking me for lethal. Obviously, I'm going to block the 6/6 with the spawn token. And then sack, untap my ring. The other question is, okay, do I care about trading my Badger Mole with the 2/2? Do I need that extra 2 life? It turns out, either way, my ring is killing me in 2 upkeeps. So I have to win the next turn. I have gut, right? So that was the plan I had in my head. It was like, oh, okay, well, the ring's not going to kill me. I'm going to be able to sack it to gut. But I only have 1 turn to sack it to gut. Yeah, I only have 1 turn to sack it to gut because, like, upkeep and then another upkeep, I'm already dead. So going down to 8 here, 8 is an issue because I'm going to take exactly 8 for my ring. So yeah, that was a mistake. I should just go down to 6, and then I have a Badger Mole in play, and then I have enough mana to do more stuff. So that was the mistake. And it ended up costing me. Because basically, okay, so I block, I untap. My ring, he plays Mox Pearl. And I think he taps out, if I remember correctly. I know he draws 1 card, okay. I'm going to draw in response, just to give him 1 less draw to draw, like, Bowmasters or... I mean, this is worse against a discard spell, but it's better against Bowmasters or Hull Breacher, which I'm more worried about. Plays Jace. You probably should bounce my land. But he brainstorms. Flips his Tamiya. So I have the Time Vault, but I'm just dead. I'm dead to my fucking ring, unfortunately. Bring, bring, bring. But if I had the Badger Mole in play, I would have had plenty of mana, because I'm going to play Cradle. So I just have no way out of this. Sadly. I guess when you have ring in your deck, you really want ways to like flicker it or copy it or something. So yeah, that's that. I punted. If I had if I had not blocked with Badger Mole, I would have won. Because I would have played Cradle, then I would have been able to play Gut, tap the Cradle for 3, tap my Bosager for 2, and then I have enough mana to Time Vault Voltaic.
I was gonna messed up, right?
Oh, actually no, I can't. I can't tap the Bosager. I tap my Cradle for 3. I play Time Vault, untap my Time Vault with Voltaic Key, attack with the Boseiju, sacrifice the ring to Gut, and then I get to take infinite turns without ring in play. So that was the misplay. Didn't think it through very well. I should have blocked.
I messed that up.
Now it's game 2, and I forget to sideboard. I forget to sideboard in Keen-Eyed Curator, and I have Keen-Eyed Curator and I have Deathrite Shaman against the Reanimator deck. I don't know what I was thinking. So I didn't sideboard properly. Okay, so I keep a hand that's kind of slow, but I do have the combo in terms of like Thespian Stage. So he plays turn 2 Unmarked Grave. I'm like, okay, I'm fucked. Archon of Cruelty or something. But actually, it's just a. Wait for it. Wait for it. It's just a Riddler. I'm like, what? That's what you want to reanimate? Okay. So here, I think the best play would have been to get the tap land. I didn't realize this thing gets lands into play tapped. So I get a fetch, but I should have gotten Jetmir's Garden, I believe. It's either that or a fetch land. You could argue it either way. I guess you could also argue Gaia's Cradle. I didn't think too hard about Gaia's Cradle, but maybe even Gaia's Cradle is the best thing.
Messed up again.
Yeah, I think here you put Fable into Minsk and Boo. Like you could go for the combo, but it's so telegraphed, and if he has any way to deal with it, especially since that Quantum Riddler is probably coming into play, so he has at least one chump blocker. I played this match in general really poorly. I was lucky to win. My opponent was tilted off the face of the planet, which is funny. So next turn I'm going to be discarding stuff, and my guy's going to get bigger. Okay, he plays Death. Draws a card. It's not the most impressive reanimation target. Okay, this is disgusting. Black Lotus into Jace. Yep. And I just discard my Minsk and Boo here, which I'm not sure if that's correct, but I figured I don't know. I figured it's just not doing anything as long as he has this Riddler in play. But he does have to eventually chump block with Riddler against my Dark Depths, so I don't know. I don't know if that's correct. Okay, so here I just play really poorly here. Probably what I should do is like Badger Mole. I don't even know. I don't. Let's see. What's the right play here? Now that I have a little bit more brain power. So one thing to think about is, I can Badger Mole a land and then sacrifice that land to the Reclaimer to get Dark Depths. That's an option, or I could just sacrifice any land in general to the Reclaimer. I think that's a decent play. That's probably the best play, right? So just Badger Mole, any land, and then sacrifice that land to the Reclaimer at the end of his turn. Grab Dark Depths. I think that would have been better. That's not what I do. I play I play first Bristly Bill and then Badger Mole because for some reason I want an extra 1/1 counter. I mean that's not a terrible play either. This way I'm like building up my boy so that I could eventually attack this Jace. I don't really know what the right play is. You guys can let me know in the comments what you think is the best play. But yeah, at this point, just badger. Oh no, I don't Badger Mole. He plays Duress. Okay, I don't think there's a reason to play Enlightened Tutor in response, especially since I want to use my Reclaimer and grab Dark Depths. Yeah, I think either way I have to Dark Depths, but maybe it's better. Maybe it's better to play the Bristly Bill because then I get 2 triggers. Yeah, I actually think I made the right play. Okay, so maybe that wasn't such a bad play. Okay, so sack land. Go grab Dark Depths. I mean, maybe even the play is to get Gaia's Cradle. But this lets me attack. This forces them to block with his Jace. Yeah, I think I want to play the Thespian Stage. He already knows about it anyways. This lets me attack and force a chump. Because the Jace is kind of a thorn in my side because if I do make a 20/20, he can block with his Riddler and then bounce the token with Jace. So yeah, he really does want to chump here because he kind of really wants his Planeswalker Jace to bounce my tokens. I don't know what I was. This was the mistake. I think this is fine. You Badger Mole, but if you Badger Mole, you have to target the Taiga, so that you can still Dark Depths. But I for some reason I'm like, oh yeah, now my Dark Depths can tap for 2 mana, but I can't. And now I've opened up a whole can of worms because if he has any instant speed removal, he can stop my combo. And I realized I made a horrible mistake. I've basically time walked myself and given him more outs to stop the combo. The only upside is I can now copy Badger Mole.
Fuck, dude.
Oh yeah, I want to turn this off. The only upside is I can now copy Badger Mole and put a counter on my Thespian Stage. Oh, nice. He's got that combo. And then I can Thespian Stage Dark Depths and get both my lands back. So I kind of have infinite 20/20s. Until he breaks that up. Yep, okay, so now he does this. More brainstorming. Yeah, this is so bad. I should have a 20/20 by this point, probably. Draw Mana Tithe, which could potentially get him good. So yeah, now I realize, okay, I have this play that I can Reflection of Kiki Jiki, the Badger Mole, target Thespian Stage, and now when I go for the combo, I can get my length back. Yeah, I was like kind of in the tank for a long ass time. I think the play is you just attack the Jays, force him to chump with something, right? So I attack, he blocks with the Metamorphosis. And now I have the plan of, okay, at the end of his turn, I can Reflection of Kiki Jiki, my Badger Mole, put a counter on my Thespian Stage. That way, when I do the Thespian Stage combo, I get both my Dark Depths back and my Thespian Stage back. You know, because he's going to be able to bounce my token. So the plan is, okay, so he's going to flip his Jace. That's kind of cool because it gets rid of that counter he has, the finality counter. Oh, no, that was a lifelink counter. What am I saying? Never mind. Okay, he does this. He can reanimate his thing again if he wants. Brainstorms. Persist, yep. Seems good. That brings back the Grave Titan. Shrinks my guy. Yep. Now I just do that combo I was talking about. Yep. Copy Badger Mole. Badger Mole Thespian Stage. And then Thespian Stage of that. Prey doesn't have a removal spell. Okay, no removal spell. Oh, I triggered them the wrong way. Oh, wait, I did it the wrong. I think I put the triggers on the stack in the wrong way. Because only my Thespian Stage came back because they got Legend ruled. Huh. I wonder if there's a better way I could have done that. Oh, no, never mind. No, it's all good. It's all good. Okay, that worked. That worked how I thought it did. Okay. So I could potentially attack, but it doesn't seem to really help. So I think like attacking with anything that's not my flyer. I think I just attack with a flyer. He'll chump. Now I kind of have him in checkmate. You'll see there's a tricky little play I can do to keep him from getting life. If he only attacks with one life linker. See if you can figure out the checkmate. Yep, my Badger Mole dies. So this is weird. I'm surprised he does this and doesn't like bounce my 2020. I mean, I can make another one, but it's kind of it'll be the last one I can make. And then if he bounces that one, it's GG. I was a little bit surprised that he went for the brainstorm. I mean, here he's better off brainstorming based on what happens here, but I don't know why you would play Tar Pit before playing this, but that's what he does. He goes for taps out for Occult Epiphany, so I'm like, boing, bring, bring, bring. All right, see if you can find the play. How do you win the game from here? Find the line. Is there a way? I mean, basically, if you can stop him from life linking with this guy, right? You win the game because you're attacking for 20 in the air. So there's one way to stop this guy from getting life. Can you see the play? There may be other ways too, but this is the one I found. So I reflection the Badger Mole. Badger Mole a land. Key thing is I have a creature that is a land, so I can sacrifice it. So now I block, and then I can sacrifice it. I should have got Cradle here. Why did I? If I got Cradle here, I could activate my Bristly Bill. I guess Horizon Canopy. I guess it doesn't matter. He's just dead, but Cradle would have been cooler. So that was a neat little play. And then he's dead. He's dead in the air to the Merit Lage. Okay, this time I actually remember to sideboard. So let's see. What do I sideboard out? Sideboarding Deathrite Shaman seems good against his deck. Side out Hex Drinker seems pretty bad against his deck. Would have done nothing in those games. And I'll side in Keen-Eye Curator. Cannot believe I forgot to side with those in the other games. What do I take out for Keen-Eye Curator? Huh. Maybe like Bristly Bill. It's not that important, it seems. That would be my pick. Oh, Mana Tithe. Yeah, because he's probably going to play around Mana Tithe now. Dastardly. Just leave up that one white. Alright. Now, this hand is... I think you mull this, right? It's just like too slow. It's tap land, Gaia's Cradle, like Noble Hierarch. I think I mull this. It's just not very good, especially on the draw. If you draw like a basic forest or any green, like which is I think there's 9 or 10 in my deck, so 1/3 of my draws are insane, but I don't think that's enough. Especially in this format where I could like mulligan into time vault Voltaic or something. Like I think you want to mulligan this. Yep. This hand's better. And now I have to think about what do I want to throw away. I think the name sticker is not doing as much here. Although in the best case scenario, you would want to draw a land, an untapped land. Turn 1 Hierarch, turn 2 name sticker, Fable. I think putting away the name sticker is fine. I mean, he also has Duress in his deck, so putting away Fable is kind of smart, assuming if you think he's going to Duress you turn 1, which is what ends up happening here. So that might have been intelligent. But name sticker is not doing too much in this type of game. It's going to be kind of a scrappier game. Okay. It's a good draw. Now, if he doesn't kill my guy, that's just good because it's going to tap for 2 with the Badger Maul. But I think he's got like a way to kill it. Collective Brutality. Here, obviously, just Badger Maul. There's not really much else to do. Then I can track her into Dark Depths. So in this game, he was tilted off the face of the planet because my draws were good. Although, I mean, they weren't completely insane, but they were pretty good. Plays Jace. Yep. Seems pretty good. Play Tracker into Fetch Land into Reclaimer. Let's start to see him slowly unraveling. I'm just thinking like, do I attack first or play the Reclaimer first? I don't think it matters. Maybe attack first. See, like question marks, many question marks, implying my draws have been really good. I drew a fetch land. I don't know. Is that really, really good? And a Reclaimer? I mean, it's pretty good. I also could have drawn like Time Vault Voltaic or some shit. Well, but when people start raging like this, it's kind of an info leak of like their hand's not very good. Because if your hand's good, he'd just be crushing me and he wouldn't care. He only is gonna care if like his hand's not very good. So I draw a card here. I think that's correct. And then I can decide whether I want to crack another clue or play this Fnatic. I think better to play Fnatic. I haven't seen any sweepers. Sweeper would be the main reason to not play Fnatic. Now this is going to tilt me even more. I ripped Thespian Stage. It's like the perfect draw. Maybe outside of like sewing Micah Spawn or something. I think it's better to play Fnatic. Let me know what you guys think. Or is it more important to crack a clue and get it for 1 extra damage? Playing this Fnatic ended up working out in the game because he ends up playing like a bat or something, and then I have no non-land cards in my hand. Counters the Fnatic. I could have played around that, but I don't think it's correct to play around that. I could have played the Fnatic and then crack Clue, but I think it's better to first crack Clue to see if you draw something better. Okay, he's gonna flip his Jace, but there's nothing scary in the graveyard. He doesn't know that I have Thespian Stage in hand. Discard Shallow Grave. That's kind of scary now. Any big creature can screw me. Okay, and he plays Bat. And now he's going to be pissed, probably. Yep, more question marks. Actually, even more than the last time. We went from about maybe 15 to about 22 question marks. Okay. Another tip: if your opponent's really tilted, play really slow. They're not gonna be able to resist the urge of conceding, and so you get a little bit of extra points. Like instead of it being like a 95% chance to win, it goes to 100 because they just scoop. That's what happened here. Oh, he flashed back a kill spell. So I was kind of thinking like, what do I do here? Obviously, I want to draw first. I think the right play. Oh, oh my God, what am I doing? I did not make the right play. The right play would have been sowing Micah Spawn into Gaia's Cradle, play Thespian Stage, because then I can. Oh my God, that's the play. I didn't see it. I wasn't thinking that. I was just gonna play Thespian Stage, but I think he scoops before I did anything. I'm also thinking about do I attack with 2 creatures, 1 creature? I think the best play here is you just attack Jace with the Badger Mole. Play Micah Spawn into Gaia's Cradle, play Thespian Stage, pass. He just scoops. He can't take it anymore. Alright. The next rounds were pretty quick, so. Okay, this is round 2. His hand is reasonable. I've got half of one combo, half of another combo, and I have Malevolent Rumble, which could theoretically find the other half of either combo. And I have a way to use my mana turn 1. Can play this Manifold Key. Not a bad hand. My opponent has like a slow white deck, so not putting me under much pressure. I think he takes a while to come back. Okay. So he plays turn 1 tap land. I draw a Lumberjack. Oh, no. I play Manifold Key, then he plays. Then he plays tap land. I pick Dark Depths, obviously, because I can just play Dark Depths next turn. Importantly, I chose to play my Thespian Stage turn 2 in case I found Dark Depths, because then I can go for the combo on turn 3. He plays Bombardment, which does nothing for now. I play Dark Depths. Now he kind of has an interesting choice, because if he chooses to do nothing, then he's like representing a Path to Exile or Swords. It's like something he could do, and then I may not go for it. But he chooses to tap out with a flyer at least, so he can block. I don't know if that's a great play on his part. It's kind of close. And if I had more mana somehow, I'd be able to Manifold Key and make my 2020 unblockable, but I don't. It's probably going to choose a tracker. I still think here you go for it. I mean, it kind of sucks if he has a way to kill it, but I think you kind of clearly go for it at this point. Remember to click the right one, otherwise you get owned. Now I have a 2020, draw Enlightened Tutor, which is perfect because I can, if he has a way to deal with this 2020, I can Enlightened Tutor for Time Vault. So attack, he chumps, pings me for 1. I'm just going to get Taiga, play Lumberjack, pass. You can see the value of having good mana, lots of dual lands, fetch lands. I'm able to do everything that I need to do efficiently and quickly, which makes a big difference here. Okay, he plays Angsalingsburg, plays Guide of Souls. He's now thinking, does he want to sack his Guide of Souls to kill my Lumberjack? He decides not to. It's reasonable, because Lumberjack is not as powerful a card as Guide of Souls, theoretically. Depends on the situation. Okay, I just kill him. I'm going to Enlighten Tutor for Time Vault. And just, he dealt with one combo, but the other one got him. My draw was pretty nice. It's a lot to ask for an aggressive deck to be able to deal with both combos. He makes me play it out a little bit longer, but yeah, he's in trouble. I'm taking infinite turns. Okay. Okay, this is kind of interesting keep because the hand by itself doesn't do anything. If I never draw another land, I can never play a spell for the rest of the game because I have my Gaia's Cradle Dark Depths. But if I draw a land, my hand is really, really good because I have the Time Ball, I have Minsc and Boo, and I have Dark Depths. So I choose to keep. Let me know in the comments if you think this is a good keep or a bad keep. I don't know. I think it's a good keep because I don't know. I think it's good. It gives you opportunities. Maybe not. So I draw Voltaic Key. He plays Mountain Go. I play Voltaic Key Go. He plays Plains Go. So he's got a slow draw, but I haven't drawn green mana, so this is getting a little bit worrying for me. I could potentially put the Time Vault, but I want to save it in my hand. But I think that might have been a mistake. Yeah, because he's got the I don't know. Maybe I should have played the Time Vault. That's another question mark. Would you have played Time Vault or not? He plays the Spellbinder, which combines really well with Thelia. And he's going to take another card. Although I think he took the wrong one. I think you should have taken one of my creatures. Like Fnatic. But he doesn't know what my deck is, right? So maybe I have like Black Lotus or something. I think I draw the best possible. This lets me play 2 creatures in a turn. That was super lucky. That might have been the best draw I could have made. Maybe it's Thespian Stage, I don't know. Yeah. He Unholy Heats. Why? Why did he do that pre-combat? That's really strange. And yeah, I think I just have the combo here. I don't have any forest, but I don't think I need a forest. Hexdrinker basically costs 0 because I have Cradle in play. And then I can play Time Vault and untap it. This makes it so my artifacts come into play tapped, but hey, Time Vault already comes to play tapped anyways. So I do that. He scoops. Alright. Let's do the last. I think this is it. Okay, the finals. Turn 1 Manifold. Again, I have kind of a similar hand where I have like half of each combo, and I have Manifold. He strip mines me. Not great against my hand. Not going to be really missing land drops. I think here you played Thespian stage. Strip mine is pretty good against my combo, but he doesn't know that I have it, but now he knows. He can just hold up strip mine forever against my deck. So here I get the Malevolent Rumble. I know the mana type's in my deck. I think you just take Taiga here. Fanatic of Ronis is nice to have in the graveyard. Plays Goblin Crater Maker, which does stop my combo, but I'm just going to be able to name Sticker Goblin into Miskinboo. And possibly more, depending. I think I hit 6 mana again with this. So lucky, so lucky. So now I can Miskinboo plus Fable. Oh no, I do Gut. Gut is even better. So I got an attack for 8 here. Super crazy. Sack my Manifold. Key. Yeah, there's no coming back from this, right? So dunked on him there. Next game was pretty much just as fast. I don't think I sideboard anything. I don't think there's a need to. Yeah. Maybe I want to you side in the giant to kill Guided Souls. I don't know. He plays Mountain Go. I play Mountain Go. Plays Plains. Plays that thing. Makes a blood token. Just gonna play Fanatic of Ronis. Pretty good answer. 1/4. His hand must not be that good because he's looting already. Rummaging, I guess. And plays Thalia. It's not that good against my deck. Especially when I have a 1/4 in play. So here I'm just gonna do same old. Like name sticker into Gaia's Cradle. And then I can play Minskimbu. And I can play Bristly Bob. Bristly Bob can double the counters on my mouse. Decide not to attack. Kind of forces him to kill my 4/4 if he wants to attack. At least I thought. He's gonna play the Dungeoneer, Seasoned Dungeoneer. And I guess his red creature is a warrior, so he can make it unblockable. Attacks my Minskaboo for 2. But I mean, he's in so much trouble because I can sack the mouse. So okay, so what would I do here? Honestly, what I would do here is I would tap the Ronis for 4, tap one more, double the 1/1 counters on my creatures. This is a 7/7. Then I would sack the 7/7 to kill that, draw 7 cards. That should be enough to win the game. That's what I would do. I would still have a cradle in play. Or maybe you cradle before sacking it. But yeah, either way, he scoops before I get to do anything. So that was that. 3-0. Pretty sick deck. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Yeah. For me, the valuable thing is so like usually when I play Magic at the end, I'm just like, fuck, I lost. They got lucky, or it was just variance, variance, variance. But when I actually record my games and watch them, it's like, oh my god, I forgot to sideboard, or oh my god, I kept that horrible hand, or oh my god, I passed that great card, pick 10, pack 3. Like, you just realize you're such a human and you make so many mistakes as a human. And there's so much to improve on. And to me, that's like a good thing. It makes Magic more exciting if there's like a lot of things to improve on, personally. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope to see you guys in another video. Bye.